This debate will come to order. The resolution before us today is the parents should be able to choose the gender of their baby. Representing the proposition is first speaker Esther, the second speaker Ian, the third speaker Cindy. The representing the opposition is first speaker Grace, the second speaker Sophia, the third speaker Jamie. On behalf of the House, I would like to express a sincere welcome to our judges, Alicia, Tamara, and Jessica. And I, James, am your moderator. Each speaker will deliver a 5-minute constructive speech. The second and third speaker of each team will also get a 4-minute reply speech. After each speech, I'll immediately call upon the next speaker to begin his or her address. I call upon the first speaker, Esther, to introduce the petition case for 5 minutes. Esther.
Honorable moderator, honorable judges, worthy opponents, ladies and gentlemen. The proposition before you today is that parents should be able to choose the gender of their children. In China, people kill their babies if they are not boys. This is very unfair to the baby girls. I think choosing gender is safe and reliable and prevents infanticide.
I thank the member for her remarks. We shall now hear the first speaker for the opposition.
Honorable moderator, honorable judges, worthy opponents, ladies and gentlemen. The proposition claims parents should be able to choose the gender of their baby. Opposition strongly disagree with this statement. Babies should not be treated like this. All new lives are precious, whether they are male or female. Adults who want to be parents should only be concerned about their health of their.
I thank the member for her remarks. I shall now call upon the second speaker of the opposition for the rebuttal, Sophia.
And people shouldn't be allowed to treat babies like objects that can be manipulated the way they like. They say being able to choose the gender will prevent problems such as abandonment, abortion, and infanticide. However, it can also be the cause of other problems, especially when the results are.
I thank the member for her remarks. Now I call upon the second speaker of the proposition for the rebuttal, Ian.
I think if they're allowed gender selection and they pick the baby that they want, the baby will be more loved. The opposition also stated that gender selection is risky. I'm afraid I can't agree with you on that point. According to scientists, gender selection is more than 99.9% safe. It is a very high percentage and does not match with the idea that gender selection
I thank the member for his remarks. We will now hear a 4-minute answer period from each team, starting with the opposition. I call upon the third member of the opposition for the question period, Jamie. The first question is, don't you think that if you have the money to spend, you should be able to choose boy or girl? The second question is, what would you say to a family of all boys who wants a girl?
The proposition also asks, what would you say to a family of all boys who want a girl? I haven't met a family like this before, but when I meet a family like it, I would explain that how selfish it is. There are over 1 billion people in the world who want a baby but can't have a baby.
I thank the member for her reply, and I call upon the third member of the proposition for the question period, Cindy. First question is, if the procedure doesn't work and you end up with the wrong gender, what would you do? Here's the second question. Would you still want to choose the gender if it is dangerous to your life and your baby's life?
Why not take advantage of medical technology that is available to us? It is more dangerous to the baby if it is a gender that the parents don't want. Then there are dangers that it will be aborted, abandoned, or killed after it is born.
I thank the member for concluding the debate. Would judges please complete your ballot? After doing so, you're invited to make constructive comments. But I would like to remind you, you're not to indicate which team has won the debate. Thank you.
This debate will come to order. The resolution before us today is there should be a ban on cosmetic surgery. Representing the proposition are first speaker Catherine and the second speaker Brandon. Representing the opposition are first speaker Robin and the second speaker Justin. On the behalf of the House, I would like to express a sincere welcome to our judges, Simona, Alicia, and Colleen, and I, Eddie, am your moderator. Each speaker will deliver a 5-minute constructive speech. The second speaker of each team will deliver a 4-minute reply speech. After each speech, I will immediately call upon the next debater to begin his or her address. I'll call upon the first speaker, Catherine, to introduce the proposition case for 5 minutes.
Good evening, Mr. Moderator, honorable judges, worthy opponents, ladies and gentlemen. The resolution introduced today is there should be a ban on cosmetic surgery. According to Google, the surgery that is intended to improve the appearance of different parts of the body. Many people have cosmetic surgeries done because they want to look younger and prettier. Today's media and social media are exerting a great influence on people.
I thank the member for her remarks. We shall now hear the first speaker, Robin, of the
Good evening, Mr. Moderator, honorable judges, worthy opponents, ladies and gentlemen. The resolution introduced before you today is medical testing on cosmetic surgery should be banned. The definition given by the affirmative team might be true, but we, the negative team, believe that the cosmetic surgery is a medical specialty concerned with the physical correction of imperfections.
I thank the member for his remarks. I now call upon the second speaker, Justin, of the opposition for the
That means
rebuttal.
they did like the result of the cosmetic surgery and they are happy with them. If anything, according to the study, the quality of life of those people who went through cosmetic surgery and were included in the report improved substantially. Therefore, the idea that our worthy opponents are trying to convince you that cosmetic surgery can have negative psychological implications is...
I thank the member for his remarks. I now call upon the second speaker, Brandon, of the proposition case for the rebuttal.
Cosmetic surgeries cost from about $1,000 to $8,000, and that is if it's legal. If it's on the black market, it could go as high as about $10,000, and only the richest people will be able to afford it. Also, they will be aware of the dangers they're putting themselves in by having the cosmetic surgery in an unregulated environment such as the black market. The black market lacks officially recognized safety procedures, and it's likely that they won't get refunds even if the surgery...
I thank the member for his remarks and for concluding the debate. Would the judges please complete your ballot? After doing so, you are invited to make constructive comments, but I would like to remind you that you are not to indicate which team has won the debate. Thank you.
This debate will come to order. The resolution before us today is the Internet does more harm than good. Representing the proposition are its first speaker, Justin, the second speaker, Jane, and its third speaker, Edward. Representing the opposition are its first speaker, Jason, the second speaker, Kelly, and its third speaker, Andrew. On behalf of the House, I would like to express a sincere welcome to our judges, Simona, Alicia, and Colleen, and I, Angela, am your moderator. Each speaker will deliver a 5-minute constructive speech. The second and the third speaker of each team will also get a 4-minute reply speech. After each speech, I will immediately call upon the next debater to begin his or her address. I call upon the first speaker to introduce the proposition case for 5 minutes. Justin Kim.
Honorable Moderator, honorable judges, worthy opponents, ladies and gentlemen. I represent the proposition case for the Internet brings more harm than good. The Internet is very useful in our lives. We can search for information and find answers to the things that we don't know. Also, we can communicate with people online. But did you know that the Internet is more harmful than helpful? Lots of parents know that the Internet is bad for their...
I thank the member for his remarks. We shall now hear the first speaker for the opposition, Jason Park.
Honorable Moderator, honorable judges, worthy opponents, ladies and gentlemen. I represent the opposition and we believe that the Internet is not at all harmful. In fact, the internet is one of the most useful tools available to us all. How many of you guys use the internet on your cell phones, smartphones, computers, or laptops? Maybe most of you use
I thank the member for his remarks. I now call upon the second speaker of the opposition for the rebuttal, Kelly Kim.
The internet doesn't bring more harm than good. If we use the internet in good ways, the internet is really helpful for us. Almost 90% of North Americans use the internet. Also, the average surfer spends 22 hours and 15 minutes on the internet each month. The proposition said that the quality of information online cannot always be relied upon. But
I thank the member for her remarks. I now call upon the second speaker of the proposition for the rebuttal, Jane Kim.
We refute to the opinion of the opposition. At first, let's think about internet sites. On internet sites, they're selling a lot of stuff, and some people are working in various online jobs. For example, on inline sites, they're selling clothes, shoes, watches, computers, and more. You can buy really easily, and they can get money really easily.
I thank the member for her remarks. We now hear a 4-minute answer period from each team, starting with the opposition. The first question is, there are many horrible people in the world who take advantage of people online. Aren't you afraid for the safety of children, seniors, or other groups? And the second question is, since the 90s, instant messaging and emailing has been used to extract passwords, bank account information, and credit card details online. Is the opposition at all concerned for the safety of personal data? I call upon the third member of the opposition for the question period, Andrew Bang.
Is the opposition at all concerned about safety, personal data? These are valid concerns with the safety of personal information online. Again, however, there are steps we can protect our information. It is common knowledge. Now that you should not hand out passwords, bank information, or other details.
I thank the member for his reply. The first question for the proposition is, what is the solution if we don't use the internet? Isn't it too late to go back? And the second question is, how do we stay connected to the world without the internet? I call upon the third member of the proposition for the question period, Edward Hall.
Also, you can ask other people for information. You will develop your speaking and listening skills. Lots of people think that it's better to use internet because it's faster. Well, while it is true that it's faster, there are many negatives associated with the internet. There are computer viruses, criminals, and many false information. It's important to note that we don't necessarily need to get rid of the internet. Rather, we can make changes to make technology safer.
I thank the member for concluding the debate. Would the judges please complete your ballot? After doing so, you're invited to make constructive comments, but I would like to remind you that you're not to indicate which team has won the debate. Thank you.